Hey guys, it's Jonathan, Wrestling Talking and Shopping. Welcome back to the channel.
Hey.
This is Lindsay, the co-host. We just want to jump on here and just kind of go through a midweek. We watched Raw, NXT, and Dynamite, and tomorrow we are headed off to Tampa, Florida for the Royal Rumble. Just kind of go over things, talk about things. We'll kind of do the weekly purchases. Haven't really got much in. I'll go over. I got one thing in, but I'll go over and show you what it is. This is an Iron Claw foam hand. They gave these out at the premiere in Dallas whenever it premiered, the Iron Claw. And unfortunately, I don't know. I guess I didn't know about that.
I think you're working.
I found out about it after the fact. But anyway, I didn't go, and because that would have been a cool YouTube video to go and see that. And I didn't go and see that, so I purchased that off eBay. Had to give dang near $100 for it, but you can find them cheaper. But everyone that I say you can find them cheaper. They go quick when you find them. But pretty cool memento. There's not a ton of Von Erich memorabilia out there, especially not in the last 20 years or so. So anytime I see something, I want to grab it. I did see where A24 is making a what's the guy's name that played Kevin Von Erich? Zac Efron. That's him, right? Yeah. They're making a Kevin Von Erich or Zac Efron as Kevin Von Erich action figure. So I don't know.
That would be cool.
I don't know.
So it's going to be like online?
I'm sure it's going to be an online purchase. Okay. But the big news of the week, I guess you might say, was well, it is the biggest news so far of this week. That Netflix has got the rights to Monday Night Raw for, what was it, $5 billion?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was?
It's $5 billion for 10 years.
$5 billion for 10 years with an option that they can extend it for another 5 years. But they also got the PLEs outside of the country, you know. So, I mean, it wasn't just Raw. It was also the pay-per-views outside of the country, outside of the U.S. that they got. And that's certainly.
I'm sure there's a lot of those.
To me, that's gonna hurt some people because, like her grandpa, he's been watching Raw on USA, you know, and he knows, and he doesn't know how to probably work Netflix. You know, maybe somebody else set him up. I've been trying to tell him to watch AEW for
years on
TNT or TBS, and he hasn't figured it out. He thinks TNA went out of business when they left Spike. I guess some might say they did. But anyway, so but they'll actually, it's not gonna hurt things. It'd be cool if you got the, of course, the Netflix I have ad breaks. But if you don't have ad breaks, you won't have to worry about commercials anymore.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
We might upgrade. But they're probably hoping to extend their viewership, to
I'm
people
sure
that aren't
they will.
in wrestling, because they'll be promoting it.
Oh yeah, and that's the way of the world, is.
I know I do that. I go scroll through Netflix all the time.
Everybody's getting rid of cable. It's definitely the big fad. So I'm sure it's not going to hurt WWE by any means. It's actually good news, I think, for AEW, which I don't know how serious Warner Brothers was in the running for it, but hopefully they can get another deal and get an updated rights fee. And then
that wouldn't have been good for them if they would have gone Warner Brothers.
And they haven't got a deal yet, so there's no guarantees anything, but we'll see how it goes. And then I seen where Kevin Patrick was removed from SmackDown commentary.
Yeah, they didn't give him long talk.
So we'll see where that goes. I seen where Michael Cole was going to sit in this week, and I don't know if we'll have anybody next week, but we'll see how things go. And then The Rock was added to the board of TKO, and you can say a lot of things about The Rock. I don't have anything bad to say about him, but that says a lot as he started as a performer, a wrestler, and now is on the board of the company. He didn't marry anybody in the company. He didn't marry.
He
wasn't born into it. Which he was born into the wrestling business, but it wasn't WWE or WWF or anything like that. He's done well for himself. And
how much did you say he got in stock options?
$30 million in stock options. So Rock's been fine anyway. The Rock's fine. So
it's not hurting him any at all.
I still don't know. They've got me confused. Usually I can pretty well pin it down. I don't know if he's gonna main event with Roman or he was on He was on. Where did I watch somewhere? I've seen. He's been
he
all
was
over.
On a news conference.
He's been all over TV. He gave some
America. One of them.
Gave some girl his pinky ring. But he's been all over social media, news and whatnot. So I did see where he gave some news anchor a pinky ring, and I thought, well, I'll be that. I'll take that pinky ring. Would you like to have the Rock's pinky ring?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
But anyway, so I don't know what's going, but we'll start with Monday Night Raw. Really, the big news coming out of Monday Night Raw, everybody thought Seth was going to vacate the title, and he said he had a MCL tour or MCL tear, so he's going to be out 3 or 4 months. Hopefully, be back by Mania. And then Gunther come out. Sort of maybe wanted to see Gunther and Seth Rollins, but I don't want to see the WrestleMania 6 deal where it's title for title. I don't want to see that. I'd rather see Gunther lose the Intercontinental title, but I don't know what. Like I said, I've usually been able to peg it, but this year I can't peg it, so I don't know what's going on.
You might do a Mojo and vacate it.
So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, he might vacate it. Yeah, that would be one way to.
That would keep him strong because he did that with Ring of Honor one.
And they had him come out looking sad. I honestly thought, well, he's fixing to vacate it. And what's crazy to me, wouldn't you at least attempt a Money in the Bank cash in? Wouldn't you? You would think, wouldn't you? If you seen a man out there with a hurt leg, wouldn't you go out there and, try to win a title? Would you not?
Yeah, I'm feeling he don't get to make those decisions.
But they should at least made him come out and make an attempt. But anyway, and then the other big, we're not going to go through the full, we're just going to go through the highlights. The other big thing of the Raw was CM Punk and Cody. They lit a fire in that wrestling ring with those 2 promos. And some say that, I know ESPN come out with an article that said that's where the new directions towards WrestleMania. Some say that, that'd be a good match. we don't have to do it all at WrestleMania. These guys are young. Let's let Cody finish his story. That's what I'd like to see, but I don't know what's going to happen there. So, and then main event, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. R-Truth sort of come out there. That was sort of goofy. Damian Priest said, leave me alone. I'm trying, but I guess that keeps Damian Priest looking strong, in a loss. And a lot of, I guess you might say, what is it? Division in Judgment Day. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. Who the leader is and who's calling the shot. We all know who the leader is, and it's Mommy.
Mommy's the boss.
But, a lot of that, I can't wait to see. I hope Cody and CM Punk do get to lock up in the Rumble. So we'll see how that plays out. Then we'll go switch to NXT. A lot happened on NXT. I'll let you read through all that. She's got a big, long list there.
Yeah. Started off the show with Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier. And then, of course, Braun Breaker's going to get that pin. And so him and Braun advance in the Dusty Classic.
Was it Braun or
Braun and Braun got the pin.
Oh, did he?
Braun got the pin. And then they trot out the champ. Is it Dragunov? Is that how you say it?
I usually just do the best I can. Ilya Dragunov.
Dragunov. Okay, I thought it was Dragon. Yeah. Anyway, let me put a little redneck on it. And so, him and Trick comes up to him, says he wants his opportunity, but there's a lot of contention between Trick and Carmelo.
Hayes.
Yeah. So you kind of see how that's leading into it, and then they had a new girl come out, Rin. And
she had butterflies in her stomach, kind of like I do when I get on this camera.
Yeah. So, and kind of Fallon Henley kind of looks like she's taking her under her wing. So,
yeah.
That they'll probably end up teaming up eventually. And then William Regal come in and basically looks like he's coming out of the office, and then he's leading Ava out and says, you're going to be the greatest, youngest general manager in WWE. So. Yeah. She didn't work.
So The Rock's daughter is now the general manager of NXT. And he's
Daddy got on the board, and she got in the general manager.
Yeah. So,
but and then they bring out the Lash legend with Metaphor, and her and Ren Sinclair, and of course Lash legend. She ended up winning that match, but then Fallon Henley came out and beat up on her, so made it look a little bit better. But let's see. They've got a Ariana Grande wannabe. No, Ariana Grace backstage.
Who is Ariana Grande?
She's a singer.
Oh, I've never heard of her. So is she like?
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so then they did this big video package for Vaughn, and they're training for like a football. It's like their football training, so I kind of didn't. I guess I was trying to make him look strong.
Yeah. I mean, it's a promo package. Or
yeah, but anyway,
vignette.
There you go, vignette.
Yeah.
So and then Lexi King versus Trey Bearhill. And then, of course, Lexis King wins. Not Lexi. Lexis. My bad. He is a little feminine, but I don't think he goes by Lexi.
Lexis King. Brian Pillman Jr.
Lexis King. Yeah. Yeah. Pardon autocorrect on here. Let's see. And then they did the Supernova Sessions, the little talk show that they do. And let's see. What is her name? Oh, Lola was their vice guest. And she come on out and she calls out, I guess her and because, we're kind of new to watching NXT.
Yeah,
so
we're not really 100%.
We're still trying to learn everybody, so it's a little bit confusing. But anyway, she was talking about her, talking down on Lopez. I don't know what her first name is. But anyway.
Landra, maybe, I don't know.
I can't remember what her first name is. Anyway, and then of course she comes out and they brawl and push her, dump the couch over and everything, which every talk show segment.
Every wrestling talk show segment turns into a brawl.
Yeah. So and then of course they're closing Chase University. Movers were moving everything out. Didn't let nothing get cold underneath their feet, so they moved out. The class was dismissed. So time for a new theme for them.
And then they're gonna have OTM. Is that
Scripps versus Dragon Lee, and then
that's gonna
that was that match. Broke out into a brawl, and then ended up Lee capitalizing, getting the win.
And he's gonna get a NXT North American title rematch shot at Vengeance Day. In Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yeah, I didn't think that town was that big, but maybe it's got a small little place, So, but let's see. Backstage with Lyra and Tatum. And,
just kind of go over the highlights.
Let's see. Blair Davenport versus Karen Petrick. And Davenport gets the win. It was basically a one-sided match. She beat her all over the ring, basically.
They have some good wrestling, and like I said, we're learning their names and trying to catch up with the storyline. Like I said, we're not by any means experts on NXT.
No, we're not.
I did hear that Okada is leaning towards signing with WWE, and they're sending him to NXT. So that would pique interest in
NXT for sure. He would reign terror on that.
I just hope that he gets a better push than Shinsuke Nakamura.
Me too.
Because the man truly is the best wrestler in the world. But anyway, what was the main event there?
Let's see.
It
runs to the back. But anyway. The NXT champion.
It was main event was
Trick Williams.
Yeah, versus
Briggs.
Oh, Josh Briggs, right?
And anyway, but the NXT champion was at ringside.
Yeah. So and then Lillian Dragunov was at ringside on commentary. He tries to jump into the ring, and then Carmelo Hayes kind of pulls him back, and then throws him out of the ring. And like I said, I think eventually what's going to happen is Carmelo Hayes is going to turn on Tricks because you can see the jealousy shining through.
Oh yeah, he's like
so we'll see what happens. I figure the Dusty Classic winner will be Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, and there'll be some kind of division, but it'll come down to Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin versus Carmelo Hayes and Trick, and and he's sort of trying to put stuff. Carmelo is trying to put stuff in Trick's head, and then we had a contract signing, right?
Yeah, Thea and
what's her name?
Lyra Valkyrie and Roxanne.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez have a contract
for Vengeance Day.
And then they shake hands, and then Leah's her little twin comes out and puts
Presley.
Yeah,
Presley crawled out from under the table and slams Roxanne into the table, and then Lyra freaks out because she didn't know she was under there.
But overall, a good show, and it's very entertaining wrestling. I should have watched it, but when I started doing this week in review, I said I'm going to start watching it, and then we'll move on to Dynamite.
But it is an entertaining show, though.
We'll kind of go through this one together. show opens with Joe comes out to the ring. And Joe looks like a world champion should be. He's dressed, he's got a suit, and that's how, very Cody Rhodes-ish, Ric Flair-ish,
It looks good. Looks like somebody you should be scared of.
And then Hook comes out, and they shake hands, and they say, we're gonna meet again. And Samoa Joe calls for security, in which, of course, Hook takes out the security and says, you got to go to the back of the line.
So basically, he said he was unworthy. So, basically, he's like, "Go, peasant."
Yeah. And then Hangman Adam Page versus Penta, and of course Hangman won. Backstage, the Young Bucks we got our credentials here and our scripts. We know what we're doing, but that's what they were walking through.
They've got a plan. A plan of action.
They're the only two remaining EVPs. So that's going to lead to me to think that CM Punk was an EVP in AEW. Not that matters now, but I'm sure he was. But then we had Trent Beretta versus Wardlow. And I'll let you guys guess who won that. Wardlow powerbombs him. And, of course, he's got the...
about twice his size.
What are they called? The Undisputed Devils? Or what are they called?
Oh, the Kingdom. Undisputed
Kingdom. Oh, yeah, Undisputed Kingdom. But anyway, they're out there with him. Adam Cole.
Kingdom.
And we had an Adam Copeland video package for main event. Deonna Purrazzo.
This is probably my favorite part of the whole show.
Oh, this was my favorite part of the show.
It was definitely the
with Tony Storm.
They're face to face. That was so funny.
They're on the stage
and my favorite. Okay. If you didn't watch it, but you got the part where Tony says, "I see where people were body shaming you, and they should feel ashamed of themselves. That makes her sick, but because there's so much more to be shamed about you." I'm like, that is the best line ever. I laughed so hard.
I liked it because they had her in black and white, and then Deonna in color over there.
Yeah. So
that was pretty cool, and
Tony's gold, so she's hilarious.
And anyway, and then they had matching tattoos.
Yeah.
I noticed that tattoo on Tony Storm's ankle. Never really, but people have tattoos.
Oh, did you? How close were you paying attention?
Well, I've noticed it before, is what I was saying. But anyway, backstage we had Jon Moxley, and he's elite, and he's gonna. And it's not the party's over, and we're all gonna be elite. And then Johnny TV and Ty Valkyrie, and then she's challenging
Deonna
next week to a match, and then they kissed.
Yeah.
So, and then we had Swerve and Prince Nana versus Jeff Hardy.
That was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match. Any match with Swerve Strickland's a good match.
Jeff usually puts on.
Jeff's older, but he's still putting on a good show.
He's still doing Swanton bombs.
Yeah, and
he fell on the ring. He moved, and
so it's Swerve Strickland got the win there. Yeah, and then next week they're doing a dealer's choice match.
Yeah, for Hangman and Swerve. Yeah. They're gonna pick who wrestles who next week and what kind of match it is. So.
And then Red Velvet versus Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa got the win. Thunder Rosa looks good. Both girls have been out without injury. Your thing says Rex. Her phone's wrote down Rex Velvet. But anyway, and then we got Sting and Darby Allin in the ring, and they're going to win the tag team titles in 2 weeks. And hopefully we can build this tag team division. Used to be top notch, but it needs some rebuilding now. So
it needs a little.
Now I love Ricky Starks and Big Bill, but I think they're better off singles competitors. So in 2 weeks, I'm calling it here that they're going to lose the tag team titles.
And then the Sting and them will probably lose it
to the Young Bucks. Yeah,
at Vengeance.
Yeah.
Not
Vengeance.
Not Vengeance. Revolution. I'll get the right show for the right one in a minute. Revolution.
So much wrestling, we get our shows.
They all sound the same.
Yeah, we get our names and our shows mixed up. But
Payback.
Then the main event, Minoru Suzuki versus Adam Copeland. And good match. Minoru Suzuki is very, very older. You can tell, he's been doing it a long time. And then Edge won, and he didn't want to shake hands with him after the fact, But anyway, so far that's we probably won't be on here much because, like I said, we're going to
going to the Royal Rumble.
Going to the Royal Rumble, and
if you don't look for us, because you won't find us, we're gonna be at the top.
Way up top,
we're gonna be watching on screen too.
But we're gonna be there. They're gonna drop us off by helicopter. Can you pull up the Royal Rumble card? I'm gonna do my predictions for the Royal Rumble.
Oh, let me see. I can pull it up.
I don't think I've seen 4 matches. I mean, so maybe that's I believe who I want to win in the men's Royal Rumble and who my prediction is. I want Cody Rhodes to win, but
I don't think he's going to.
I think CM Punk's going to win. What's your prediction?
I think it's probably going to be CM Punk.
And I'm going with CM Punk in the men's Royal Rumble, Bayley in the women's Royal Rumble, and just because I want to see the build between Bayley and Io Sky. I mean, they're eventually going to turn on her, you know. And I think Andrade is going to debut in the Royal Rumble. I haven't seen much to talk about him, but he left AEW a few weeks ago and hasn't, he finished up at the last day of the year, and he's probably going to debut in the men's Royal Rumble match.
Yeah. So here it is, men's Royal Rumble match.
And
These are not in order. They're just what they are.
And then I'm going for Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul's going to retain over Kevin Owens.
Yeah. United States Championship match. Logan Paul KO. Fatal 4-way match for the undisputed WWE.
We all know who's going to win. Roman's not losing that title at the Royal Rumble.
No.
And if he faces The Rock, he may not lose at WrestleMania. he may actually break Hulk Hogan's 4-year record. But anyway, I'll let you do your picks. What do you?
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably leaning towards. I would like to it not be CM Punk, but
what do you got against CM Punk?
I don't know. He just. I'm more of an underdog kind of girl.
You think Cody Rhodes is an underdog? Who do you?
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is not an underdog. He's gonna eventually finish his story. So tell us
I want Cody to win, but I don't think Cody's gonna win.
It may be Gunther. We may both be wrong.
I would like to see Gunther win. Actually, I like Gunther, even though he's a bad guy. I like him.
Anyway, make your picks. Anyway. We got 4 matches.
I'm not impartial to Randy Orton either. He's my guy.
Well, Randy Orton's not winning. He's not winning.
He's got his own match thing going on. I know.
He's not going to win his match. I mean, he's not going to win his match.
I know. Anyways. And then the women's, I just don't know.
Probably Becky.
Maybe Becky.
Yeah.
That's kind of who I think is going to win. I think they could throw us off for a spin and give it to Nia,
So, men's Royal Rumble, who you think's winning? Who's your pick?
I'm gonna go with Cody.
Okay. Women's Royal Rumble, who's your pick?
I'm gonna go with Nia. I think
Nia is not winning the Royal Rumble. Come on now. I'll give you another shot. Make another pick.
Kidding. Actually, I think it's gonna be Becky.
Okay. Fatal 4-way, who's your pick?
Fatal 4-way Roman. I would like to see Randy Orton win, but
U.S. title match.
Oh. I don't think they're gonna take it off Logan Paul for WrestleMania.
No, because they get so much publicity with him,
So I don't think KO is going to get that one.
All right, and that's our Royal Rumble predictions. We haven't seen Friday Night SmackDown, so they may add a match there.
Maybe different.
But anyways, guys, we're excited. We're going to the sunshine. It's still cold.
We're excited about that. It's going to be like 80 degrees.
It's been a rough 2 weeks as far as weather. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell.